Oh, no. Dry as it's been, they'll probably go pretty fast too.
Yeah, they don't control much water.
Yeah, so. All I've got for you, we've got full pickups now. And they're getting the curb cleaned up, it looks pretty good. I've been out there.
Oh, yeah, I saw, I went with Thursday.
I saw that on Monday.
We got a lot of stuff out to the boneyard and then brought a lot of the corn stalk debris back that was breaking down,
Oh,
so
sure.
it's gonna be
Little
good.
compost.
Good compost there to start growing something in, so it's good use of it, I guess, it worked out for this, so.
Right.
Make that corner look a little nicer.
Yep, maybe you wanna put a park there or something, I don't know.
Well, like I said, I would suggest seeding down the wildflowers, and then it takes a couple years once you get them going,
Well, you know,
if nothing else.
just as a, I don't know, it's that close to the interstate, I know that the rest area's got stuff, we've got. The water tower vacant area there, but now there's that spot if a person wanted to someday.
Yep.
Create a bike destination, there's a little corner there, you could put a shelter house up someday, I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Something that's not far off the interchange and people can get away for a little bit, take a break, but
Yep.
then you're next to a treatment plant, but.
Wastewater, it always smells good.
But something to think about, but yeah, once we get it established, it'll.
Okay.
So,
Have to have the wind going the right way.
I don't know if that, is that.
It doesn't.
Is it realistic anyway?
Not that I know.
Probably very rarely.
Yeah.
I don't know much anyway, so, anyway, I think. I don't have anything else for you today, I'm gonna go up and jump on for worst budget counties.
Okay.
Now, like,
Well, can we just quick then?
Yep.
When we're talking about, we wanna talk about DD6 lat spraying and actually some of these other laterals, I think we're here, I got you. I don't know when B&W is gonna get in this calendar year, and I guess on DD6, Mark or Leverson called in.
Yeah, that's Latin, that's where,
Is
A1
he
was
said
just.
6 to 8 foot trees.
You
6 to
said,
8
well, there's
foot.
already 5 to 6 foot.
Okay.
Like cottonwood trees or cottonwood, whatever, but there's other weeds out there too, and it said trees already starting to sprout back out.
Okay, I don't know where Mike's at with the spraying, but I mean, if we were to hire him and build back to the district, I mean, you know. They need to get in here this week. It's DD10's a mess. If DD6 was not on their list, we could ask if they would wanted to do it. And I don't know if you've been by DD2 or not, you have. They're doing a nice job, but the stuff's already growing back.
The weeds.
The trees. So for sure, minimal DD2 has to be on the spray list next year, whether or not, and they need to start on getting ahead of that, because otherwise it'll be a mess, but. I didn't know, you know, it's a possibility Mike would be able to work in and spray some of that or not.
I guess it would have to depend on whether he's got the chemical to spray next to water.
Which, like I say, it all gets billed back to the district.
Right,
so-
but he'd have to be able to order it and get it.
Yeah,
I'll talk to Mike and have him maybe talk to Val or somebody.
check with B&W and see what they've got, because I would like to say, they've had all summer and they haven't been here. I'm not too
That's
happy.
usually the way it goes.
No, he's
Mm.
usually in here midsummer.
Cause after our last meeting, I called him.
Yep.
And he just said,
He said he's gonna have somebody look at it.
hadn't been into Worth County yet,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, because DD10, those trees are getting to be 8 to 10 foot tall, and then we're gonna have to go back in there and cut them again. And those guys aren't gonna be very happy then.
Well, they have these that are 5 or 6 and this just got done this
Yeah.
spring.
They're very killable at this stage.
Are those the Abbey ones already?
Huh?
Are those the Abbey ones already?
No,
that's
so Larson's is still working there. I don't know if they're gonna mow those off that Abby cut off or not. That's DD2 lat, whatever that is up
Yeah.
there. I know they've got all the bigger stuff out, but they haven't cut or burned any of that brush back. So I drove down there today.
When last time I was down there, they hadn't worked on Stevens's yet. They started working on that.
There's a pile of trees down there,
Okay.
but.
They've been down there with
The
a-
ditch bank's full of like willows and
Mm.
little shrub brush, so I don't know if they.
They've been down there and cut it, but they
Yeah.
hadn't went in and taken the trees out
Yeah,
yet.
the big trees are gone, so I don't know if they take their skid loader and brush mower and go down, and mow off that stuff, you know, they pull it in and out or what they do, but. That hasn't been addressed yet, but, I don't know, Carol wanted that stuff sprayed, what they'd cut off too, which. This year, or next year will be fine, I think, but,
This is specifically DD6 lateral 9 is what you're wanting.
yeah, DD6 lat 9 for sure, I mean, and I
Just
know
cleaned it out.
B&W.
This one was just in there in July, I just got the
Yeah.
bill in July. He
in
went in and
July.
moved all the trees up around back to the main.
So maybe this 3-year rotation's not working anymore.
Well,
We need to do it a little more often than that.
it works. I mean, but these are new ditches just got cleaned, so they probably wouldn't fall. Okay, so like DD 10, for example, when I talked to B&W a year ago, he said, I want to wait a year to grow fund. Well, he's waited a year, he passed away unfortunately, but his son, it's on the list to spray, but. You know, and I don't know if he's waiting for fall spray. I know they do that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. They do a late fall, they spray something special around there, but.
Put something on the leaves or.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on
Or the
the,
trunk or whatever. it sticks
Yeah.
around Until the next
You know,
growing
must-
season.
and I know they did that up, by Emmons here a few years ago, and he guaranteed it would work, and it finally worked, but. A lot of these other ditches, I don't think you would be, I mean, we're gonna return the yellow, leaves are gonna drop off, so if they're gonna be spraying leaves, I mean, it needs to be done this week.
Yeah,
Cause the trees are turning yellow, everything's turning yellow, I mean, otherwise, I don't know. Right now, I'm not very happy with it. If they haven't been in the county, because they're generally in here by June, July, at the latest, so. See when they're coming, and then see if he would, at least DD 6, I mean,
okay.
I got guys yelling at me on that DD 10 too, that needs to be sprayed, so.
That's one down by.
This
Joyce
one,
Buffett.
yeah, down by Joyce, I would say, I mean, we would.
Either way, to Joyce Buffett.
Yeah.
Cause Brad
As far
has
as
that
I heard,
license.
there.
Jackie just mentioned maybe conservation could, if they've got the right chemicals too or something right now.
Not do it, but.
No,
they might
but
have
at
to
least
come-
have a chemical.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble.
What is it? What is the chemical?
Conservation's part of the county too.
It's above me, personally, I got my own ditches that I take care of, and I use Banville 2,4-D, you know, wouldn't be against throwing a little diesel fuel in there, you know, to make it hotter, but,
That ain't what
I-
they're using, it's something else.
I did some
He
myself.
mentioned it that day.
Yeah, he uses more highly technical stuff than I do, but I'm not up on tree spraying, but I burnt some off here in July and it smoked them. So, and that was just Banville's all I was using, so. And it takes, well, for me, it takes a couple of years of doing that, when you take the leaves off, you know, they just eventually give up, but.
But we don't know if they can use that to next to water. or anything.
I'm not sure,
That's a
you guys
really
use
touchy
special
deal.
stuff, I
Not
know when you
in
cut
Vermont.
trees off or
They,
like
yeah,
use
well,
stuff in the
the
ditch,
stuff they use to, after they cut trees, they use the
that's like Toradon.
Toradon.
Yeah.
As far as what he sprays trees with, I'm not sure what he uses.
Right, but I know you can spray trees, you know, that regrowth, you can spray the leaves and stuff, and you'll eventually kill that all off too. I don't know.
I'll talk to Mike.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it. That's all I had. Sorry.
Do we need a motion to spray lateral 9 on
Well,
6?
you
Are
might.
you gonna look into it?
No,
first?
wait, you can get it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So,
Was there any drainage claims?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. There is what's that?
Yeah, I think you're gonna say it.
Just this, drainage assessment correction.
Yeah, we have a resolution 2023-30, which is that drainage assessment correction that we voted on last week. I need a,
You voted on it?
do we vote on it or just talk about it?
We're talking
You can talk
about it.
about it.
okay. I need a motion to approve that.
I'll motion to approve resolution 2023-30.
And I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on it? If not, roll call vote, Snevy,
Aye.
Stone,
Aye.
Lowberg, aye, motion carries.
And Val did a very good job of, getting that switched very quickly.
Thank you.
Good job, Val.
Got it done before the end of the month, so.
Efficiency.
We're ready to rock and roll. I'll just be fielding calls, but I sent a letter with it, so.
All right.
Okay, any place, what is this now?
Same thing.
Oh, just any place? No, right here. I didn't see that one underneath there. Claims. Well, we got claims. There, you guys get a chance to look them over?
Yeah, I'll make a motion. to approve
Is there a motion? I got a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I got a motion and a second to approve the claims. Is there any further discussion on it? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. Claims are approved. Is there any reports?
There was claims for payroll too.
Oh,
Motion to approve payroll claims.
No, second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries.
Sheriff's report.
I have a motion and second to approve the sheriff's report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. Got them all?
Not a paper.
And I didn't see any liquor. Was there any liquor?
Nope. No.
And I didn't see any fireworks.
Nope.
Water system improvement project. Other than the tower got painted, we haven't heard back anything from DNR.
Oh, yeah, was I gonna take those off until we hear something?
Yeah.
And then water and sewer rates?
Well, he's working on that, right?
Yeah.
If they're on there, then we can,
Is that gonna take quite a while? You know, we've been waiting on them for over a year so far.
I'll get ahold of him this week and see
Yeah.
where he's at.
Pushing a little bit. Winworth Betco, Melissa, are you on? Yes, she is.
Machine.
I think the major thing that I have for you is WCTA and Next Generation Technologies are hosting a cybersecurity summit at the casino. I'm gonna put that in the chat for right now if anybody wants to register.
Good. That's all you got for us? You guys got anything for Melissa?
Nope.
you know,
Thank you, Melissa.
You bet.
EMS. We need a workshop, preferably this week, on ARP funds, EMS,
General assistance?
yes, I'm looking at my list here. ARP funds, EMS, general assistance relief. Just roughly talk about the jail exercise area, what we might brainstorm where that could be. And then building permits. To police those. Those are the 5 things that I want to have a workshop on.
Okay.
I'm not available any day Thursday, anytime Thursday. And Friday morning at 10 AM, we have the IT with Sam.
we could do it after that or.
You want to do it, because you're coming to that. Are you coming to IT with Sam? At 10?
If I do, that would be it. Then I gotta leave. I'm busy all day Friday.
Okay, so if you don't come to that, could we have it after the IT meeting?
You wanna have it
Is that-
before,
Or before?
get the morning free,
Not really, but.
okay?
Okay, does Wednesday work for you?
Yeah, right away in the morning.
I can make Wednesday work.
Well, we gotta have the
8 or
agenda.
8:30. Oh, yeah.
We gotta have the agenda out
Yeah, I
24
know,
hours, so that,
24 hours.
we wouldn't be able to do it till Wednesday afternoon, and then kick an agenda out fast here this morning.
Would next Monday work? I guess you're talking this week, but. Friday, I'm busy all day
Okay, so
Friday.
Thursday and Friday is out, so Wednesday afternoon late,
I can, yeah.
like 3 o'clock?
Sure.
That get you far enough into the day to get your work done, to cut out early?
Yeah, I'll make that work.
So tomorrow at 3 PM. Anything else that you guys would like to discuss other than those 5 items that I brought up?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do it tomorrow at 3 PM. On to the next thing, department head discussions. Dan?
Yeah, I got several things. I talked to all the fire chiefs yesterday in the county on burn ban, communicated with EMA, and I see Mark got that done, that we will be going under a burn ban at 12 o'clock today. We got all the paperwork done. Right now, I told my department, anybody that calls in, we're recommending no fires at this point. That's
A good idea.
even though it starts at noon, we're still, this morning, we'd recommend none. I did have a 5-year veteran dispatcher put in their resignation this morning. So we are kind of feeling through that process. The one that left me here like 6 months ago, that went to Floyd County has expressed interest on coming back. So we're kind of going through the process to see if she's wanting to come back and what would be available. So, otherwise, if that doesn't work out, we will be putting in for another dispatcher. We're gonna start moving over into the satellite. We've started a little bit, but our people are starting to get our stuff back over to the satellite office, and I've given them by the end of first part of October, the first week of October, to have everything moved over to the satellite office, so Jess can have her building back over there. I've got right now.
Okay. And I don't see anybody out there in the chat, so. We'll go on to Supervisors Weekly Report. What do you got, AJ?
I don't think I had anything. I talked, Chris Myers called Friday. Yeah, Friday, they have a pump, in the lift station for wastewater, that the pump was just rebuilt this spring. Put a new pump in this spring, $6,000-7,000, whatever we approved, good. The base of the loop that it sits on, evidently must have been pretty thin and they didn't get noticed, but it's got a hole through it, so it's not gonna be pumping at full capacity. It's original 20, whenever the thing was put out there, however old the casino is, 07, 06. Something in there, so it's original, but, so you have to replace that base, basically, and I think you said that was $2,800. So I
I'm gonna
told.
say 1,000.
Yeah.
Either one's like both back up here. Yeah, it was, I believe, 2,800. Yeah, $2,815. I said, get it ordered, get it coming.
Won't that be hard on the new pump until? it
Yeah,
starts?
it won't pump full capacity and so, and then the other pump, that's in there. Is original, same age as the one we just replaced. They, the last couple times, there's been moisture getting into the oils and they replaced seals. So they're thinking it's time for a new pump because eventually that'll just, whatever's been going on is gonna continue to go on. I think that's what he said. There are oil issues, but, they said that one could go a little bit if we wanted to wait, but that's, there's $6,800. And then both pumps then would be less than a year old. But I told him go ahead and go up forward with the $2,800 to fix that, get that volute coming and get that fixed, so at least we know we got one new pump full capacity. Right. If something does happen to the other pump, so. But, so we can think about that or whatever, but another $6,800 to replace that other pump in there. Or rebuild it, one or two.
So, anything else?
I don't think I had anything. No, I did not have anything else last week.
Did you do anything last week?
Board of Health, we just, welcomed our new member, Dr. Sheffield. Got her, I think, Jesse got all her paperwork done, I think, and stuff like the meeting, and like the new officers, and just went over where we're budget wise and stuff like that, so. So in good shape again, right now, so.
Good. I went to the Jasper's workshop and it was very informational. Gave us layouts of how to do grants and stuff. There was a lot of people there. It was good to see there was some library people there. We need to have them work more of those things like that. Other than that, I had the custodial duty committee and we got that down right now. Where we're gonna send it out and have everybody take a look to make sure it's right. And then we'll do that sometime when he comes back from vacation. So everything's put in place there. The other thing I did have a question about was, and I talked to Dan about this last Monday. The assessor's office brought this up. They're out in the gravel roads and their car is dirty all the time. So when they went to Des Moines last week on Thursday down to those meetings, they bopped into Clear Lake. They're out of paper. They used the credit card to wash the car. It's out of paper. Now you don't have a receipt and you have to have a receipt in Worth County. And I said, does the same thing happen up here to North? And they go, yeah, it's always out of paper. So then by the time that you turn in the credit card bill, it's gonna take a while to get a hold of this company and go after receipt. Yep, what's that?
They're gonna have to write a check and get a reimbursement done.
Is that the way, I'm asking you,
Because you don't
what
want
the
it to
route to
be,
do.
because you wanna pay the bill.
There is a procedure, so.
Yeah.
So have them personally write a check to the credit card company and then wait for a receipt to come that way.
Yep.
Then that's okay, cause we asked Dan and Dan got his own power washer and washes his own cars. Secondary Road washes their cars. And that's the only other vehicle that we've got that I can think of. Oh, except for public health. I don't know what they do there. Any ideas?
You know, I guess I'm not sure what to do. Watch them or not.
So, but they are out on these gravel roads quite a bit, so it's quite dirty, but, anyway, they didn't feel it should be there. It should come out of their pocket to pay to wash the vehicle.
It wouldn't
It
either
would,
way.
if they do it right.
They just
They
need to
just
get
have
that
to, yeah.
receipt,
They
they'll
just-
get reimbursed like
Yeah.
everybody else does.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I had last week. Anything new on the agenda for next week here as far as? If there's not, then I will take a motion to adjourn.
So.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.